Good afternoon once again, everyone. Rollout number 2 on Craps Marathon Weekend here, coming your way shortly. If you know me, you know I really like the content that Waylon puts out on Waylon's Way Craps, and he rolled a pretty good strategy here that I think I'm going to give a shot to. We're going to see how it works. The one thing is I'm not going to be able to do it on a $400 bankroll. It's just not going to work. So we're going to go into some of our profits here. I'm going to take a $600 out of profit to make it $1,000 here in the bankroll, because we're going to need some added insurance. So here's 500. This should get us to $1,000. So 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and I'll take the final 100 here in fives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 100 for 6, just for the sake of the camera. I've also gotten some requests to see some other videos on how this table was constructed. Let me tell you something. There isn't really much to this table. It's a very simple setup. Actually, just playing out of my living room area. We'll show you quite simply here. Once we get everything off the table, we'll show you what I masked with the camera, because the other parts of the setup are not aesthetically pleasing, so they don't make it onto the videos. But quite simply, that's what you're looking at without the wall. Without the back wall that the dice must hit at Joe Casino in order to count as a roll. That's just resting up against this wall. The craps mat itself is microfiber, and underneath it is, well, it's taped to the table, but I'll pan out. You can see the other section of the table that we don't show. This is actually just a table that I purchased at Walmart. And the layout is just taped to the table so that it doesn't move. It's got a little issue up against the wall here. It's a little uneven at times, but that's as snug as I can get it. So Joe Casino is sitting over here. There's backup funds underneath if I need them. But there, that's pretty much the table setup for me. It's nothing fancy. So the goal one day is to actually get an actual roll, a table that I can roll out on. I would love to have a craps table, but unfortunately it is not within my budget at the moment. That would be a pretty extravagant buy, and we're just not there yet. So one day, though, who knows? We may just be able to do that. But until then, this setup is enough to get these videos done. And I'm very thankful to have it. So, and to be able to roll stuff out on this game, because I happen to really like this game. In case you couldn't tell, I feel like craps most of the time. So here we go. We're up to $1,000 now in our starting bankroll. And what we're going to do with this strategy, we are going to start out with $30. I'm going to do 30 on the 6 and 8. Waylon only does 25. I like to keep my bets proper, so not that there's anything wrong with a $25 bet on a 6 or 8. You'll get, but I think it's $29 because the math doesn't really work out. But hey, whatever works for you, whatever floats the boat. I've got $60 here. What I want to do is I want to lay the 4. I'm going to start with laying the 4 for a little over double the amount that will cover me in case of our buddy and actually bring me to a profit. So I've got $60 out. I have to lay 120 up top. So I'm going to go a little over that, and we're going to go to 140. $125. We're going to lay 140. Now, the one thing is this will also take care of the VIG. So, because we're going to have to worry about a VIG if we happen to roll our buddy. So, I'm just going to get this shortened up a little bit here. We're going to do a black chip. There's 140. It's going to be a lay bet. And if the 4 hits, if we hit the 4, then we just flop it to the 10. So that's going to be a lay bet on the 4. We're going to work every roll. This will come back to the casino. And here we go. We're ready to go. Dice are out. Working every roll. 5, 4, 9. Point will be a 9. Got to take care of something off camera here for just a second. Our first point of the day is a 9. The puck will come over to the 9 and we'll get started. Dice are out. 4, 2, 6. There's a nice one. The 4, 2, 6 is going to win $35 for us. That's an easy 6. That 35 is going to come right back to the rack. Everything that wins gets sent back to the rack. So dice are out. Back to back. Easy 6. 4, 2, 6. That'll be $35. Right back to the rack she goes. Dice are out. That's a 4, 1, 5. That's the fever. No harm, no foul. Dice are out. That's the point. 6, 3, 9. Nina. The puck resets. Our bets are unaffected. We're still working. New same shooter looking for a point. Dice are out. And we get an easy 6, 5, 1. That's a $35 mixer. 5, 1, 6. She comes back to the rack. By the way, our token is here on the pass or don't pass. We're not worried about the pass or the don't pass with this video. So the token just signifies technically that it's another shooter that's coming out or making the rolls for us. We're passing on the dice. So here we go. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. That's a nice one. When we get the inside loving with this strategy, it pays off quick. So that'll be $35 to the rack. Dice are out. 6-5, yo, 11. That is absolutely no help for us. Dice are out. There's our 7, 6-1-7. That's going to be the end of the first shooter after 12 rolls. And here's what's going to happen. We're going to lose this 60. But again, we've got 140 on top, so that's going to be a $70 win. Now, the VIG is calculated on the win, so we're winning $70. The VIG's going to be taken out of the win because we're betting with the casino here on direct lay. So technically, this lay comes down into the don't come bar. We've got 20% VIG on a $70 win. That's going to be a $3 VIG. So we're going to trade in the 5. We'll get 2 back. I'll just keep the losses here. We'll get 2 back from the VIG, so that's going to go in there. And we're going to win $70. Or $68 technically, but we've come out on top. That's the main deal. I've got 60 here. So we're going to take another 10. That'll be our $70 payment. That'll come back to the rack. We're going to keep the direct lay up. We're going to restack here on the 6 and the 8 for the upcoming come out roll. And you will see that this is a rinse and repeat strategy because right now we actually can't lose. Even on a COS, on a come out 7. Come out 7 happens, these lose, but the lay wins because it's another thing with a lay. Once it's up, and it's always working. You cannot technically shut this off. The only way to shut it off is to take it back to your rack. If we had gotten to this 4 through the DC, we could take it down whenever we wanted to. But and it's not a contract bet, so technically, again, the only way to have it not work is to take it down. If it's up here behind the number, it always works. So just bear that in mind for your future casino trips. And without further ado, let's see what we can do here. That was a come out 7. Actually, that was not a come out 7. That was a regular. That was a 7 out. So we're going to look for a new point. Dice are out. 4-1-5. That's the FIVA 5. Our new point will be a 5. The field is alive before and after 5. But no field bets for us in this go around. So let's continue on, shall we? Dice are out. That's a 4-2-6. An easy 6, so that's going to be a $35 winner. Right back to the rack she goes. And here they come. Whoa, big time roll there. That's going to be off the table. We're going to have to re-roll it. Dice are out. That's a 6-4-10 all the way down there on the end. Not going to do us any harm or foul, is he? Dice are out. That's the point. 1-4-5. Shooter got the point. We are unaffected, but we are working. Shooter's searching for a new point. Here come the dice. 6-3-9. That's Nina Niner, Wine and Diner. New point will be a 9. And We will continue on. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. Easy 10. The 10 came easy. Sometimes we like to bet it hard, but it's coming easy today. Dice are out. That's the point. 5, 4, 9. We got a hot shooter. Puck is going to reset. None of our bets won on that except for that 1-6. That was nice, but we're not down anything. And once again, even if we get a come out 7, we're still on top. The only problem right now is if we roll a 4, but we'll deal with that. Dice are out. That's a 4, 2, 6. Our new point will be a 6. And because we're working the come out, that's going to be a $35 winner. Now we're out of the risk area, so to speak. Dice are out, with the exception, of course, of the 4. That's a snake eyes. That's 1, 1, 2. That's a craps 2. The dice have eyes. Here we go. Dice are out. That's a 4, 1, 5. The fever 5. 5 or 5 a race car driver. We like race cars. Oh, we do. We like race cars. Dice are out. 6, 3, 9 Nina from Pasadena. No help, no hurt. Continuing on. Dice are out. Hard 10 puppy paws. There's a puppy paws. Hard 10. That 10 came hard. Dice are out. There's our 7. 5, 2, 7. But again, it does not hurt us in this case. We're actually going to come out on top. We'll initially lose the 60 that we had on the 6 or 8. This is going to come down. We're going to owe another $3. So we'll get 2 back. Slide those into the back part of the rack, and we'll come home with a $70 payday because that's $140 on top, and it'll win 1 for 2. And actually, I've got 60 of it out there, so the only thing I need from Joe Casino is another 10. So there's our $70 win for the lay. We're going to keep the lay bet up. And we're going to go back on the 6 and 8 for $30 each. And we're ready. New shooter coming out. Oh, hey. We tossed the dice right off the table and onto the other side of the floor. There we go. All right. Try it again, new shooter. Dice are out. That's a 5, 3, 8, an easy 8. That's what we like to see. The 8 are from Decatur. New point is 8. We'll take our 35. Thank you very much. Dice are out. 6, 3, 9. Nina Niner. Wine and Diner. Dice are out. Point hit, 268. A different version of the easy 8. We'll take our 35, though. That'll be wonderful. We are at the 20-minute mark, and we've only had 3 shooters. How about that? All right. Continuing on. Puck is off. Bets are working. Dice are out. 6-5. Yo, 11. That's a come out yo. Frontline winner. Dice are out. Oh, that's a 2-1-3 craps. The antacid roll. Dice got the craps. That would have been a loser on the front line. Winner on the don't. Dice are out. Easy 6. Next point will be a 6. 4-2-6. We're laying the lumber. The 2x4, $35 on top. That's a nice win. We'll take it. Dice are out. 5-2-7. Didn't take that shooter too long. We're going to lose the 60. This is going to come down. We'll take another 70 for the lay after we give the casino $3 for the vig. Once again, on a buy bet, if we had bought the 4 instead of laid it, the buy bet win would have been based on how much money that we put down on the bet. Because this is a direct lay, the direct lay payout, the VIG doesn't care about what was bet. It only cares about what you won. When you play with the players buying the 4 and 10, it cares about how much you bet. When you play with the casino cares about what you win. They're going to quote tax you unquote on what you won. Okay, let's go one more shooter and we'll call it a video. On a pretty successful rollout here. We're going to go back 30 on the 6 and 8. Our lay bet on the 4 is going to stay up. And here we go. Dice are out. 1, 2, 3. Craps. That's a craps 3. On the come out. Use the do's to pay the don'ts. Dice are out. Come out 7. 5, 2, 7. Once again, it's going to lose on the place bets. The place bets will lose because we were working them. The lay's going to come down. We're going to pay another $3 in VIG. We'll get $2 back. Sneak this back into the rack over here. And we'll get another 10 because we're going to win 70 for the $140 VIG. Oh, $140 lay bet, rather. And if you notice, the rack is full. Well, we're full with chips. That being as it may, we always like that, and especially, I mean, we're at a spot with this strategy where, for all intents and purposes, we've made our buddy our friend. So the only thing that hurts us is the 4 once again. So, all right, I said one more shooter. We're waiting for this shooter to make a point. Dice are out. He'll get the box cars. That's a craps 12. Once again, we use the do's to pay. Actually, the don'ts push The pass line would lose. The don't pass would push on a 12 at bars. So if we had bet on the don't pass, we would have been waiting for the next roll for the tie with the casino to be decided. Let's see what happens. What would the deciding roll be? Dice are out. It would be an 8, an easy 8, 5-3. The 8er from Decatur is back in a different version. We're going to win 35 for that one because we were working the come out. Always a nice thing. And we're ready to go. Dice are out. Back to back. Well, Buck shot the point. Five, 3, 8 was the initial roll. 6, 2, 8 will win the point and will win us another 35. We're going to have to go into the back rack here. And to keep it away from our profits, I will send these back here. We'll also send the singles back here. That way I have make some room for the red chips up here. Our profits for the month of May are over here. All the black chips. So the black chips and the 4 whites, 3 whites that are over there. All right, we made the point. So now it is time for a new point shooter. Dice are out. Back on the 8. 6, 2, 8 easy. That's good. We love inside numbers with this strategy because they're winners. Our working the come out has worked to our advantage for sure. And I've got 5 of these, I think, so we're going to color them up to a green chip. Dice are out. 4, 1, 5. That doesn't help or hurt. Dice are out. Back to back. Repeater 5. 4, 1, 5. Continuing on. Dice are out. There's the end. 5, 2, 7. Our 4th shooter has 7'd out. Once again, we will lose those bets. However, I will keep them out because we're going to have to pay the lay. Well, look at that. $3 for the VIG. That's perfect. And we'll get 70. And let's count up. We had $1,000 to start. Let's see, what do we got? We got 1,000 right here. That's $1,000. The rest will be profit. Here's 100 profit, 200 profit, 300 profit, 315. Not a bad deal. Just for the sake of the camera, when I fill these up, there's room for 20 chips if I fill it up front to back. So if this fills up, I've got 20 green chips, and it does fill it up. So 25 times 20 is 500. Again, 25 times 20 is 500. This is $25 chips, so these are 100 apiece. See, and it fills the rack up. I can't fit another one in there, so there's 20 when that happens. So there's 20, 100, 200, 300, and then 15. And that, my friends, is, we didn't really, we never, oh, actually, I didn't take the lay into consideration. The lay bet has to come back down. So there's another 100. We'll color that up. And I got another 100 here, so 1, 2, 3, 400. 60. $460 in total profit off the lay 4 and 6 and 8. And again, I don't think we rolled a 4 in that entire video because we never lost that lay bet. Sometimes that happens. If we had lost the 4, we would have gone to the 10. So it's the Waylon calls it the switch. The lay switch 6 and 8. Lay switch 6 and 8. With the 4 and 10 as the lays. Perfect strategy. Turned out to be a winning one. Till the next time, ladies and gentlemen, as our craps marathon weekend continues, this is Joe from Feel Like Craps. I do feel like craps this weekend. I hope you do too. When we go to the casino, we never bet with money that we cannot afford to lose. And until the next video, be well, stay safe, and, as always, may those dice gods be forever in your favor.